Hello everybody, my name is Connor and I am here with a Black Purple Luffy mirror. Before I get too deep into this game though, I do want to remind you guys that we do have new playmats available on 1000noble.com. So if you are looking for a playmat, go ahead, check out the website. Link is always in the description below. And I am so excited. I will be making more playmats for new leaders since I found a company that will print at a great price, and I'll actually get to see them within a year, unlike where I was printing them. So if there's any leaders you want to see on a playmat, let me know down below. But we are going to get into this game here. We are doing the Black Purple Luffy mirror, and I was really nervous about playing this mirror. And I am playing against my buddy I'm Wire. If you click his name, it should lead you to his channel. He just picked up the YouTube game again, and he's a very talented player. He's consistently beat me, so I was definitely really nervous for this match, but I am feeling pretty comfortable on my Black Purple Luffy. I really like the deck, and I think that it's gonna get better. My buddy's showing me his Caesar clown hand over there, which I'm still gonna build Caesar one day, don't worry about it. But 1 Dawn and pass. My opponent gonna grab 2 Dawn, draw for turn, and I think he's sending it right back to me if I remember correctly. Yep, so our turn to draw, we draw into our 10 cost, which is great. I feel like this match might be who sees 10 cost first, but we do end up seeing our Zoro, so we are going to be able to minus that 2 Dawn. Zoro ability, get 1 active, and then Luffy ability, active and rested. So really stoked on that. 7k swing coming at leader. He's going to go ahead and take that, no trigger, and pass the turn to him. So I'm feeling pretty confident here. Pretty comfortable. We've successfully ramped. We have his body on board, and he's gonna go ahead and play down Frankie Blocker, minusing the 2 Dawn, trashing he trashes a 10 cost Luffy there, which to me should have been a sign that he had multiple in hand. I definitely thought like, oh, it's a little too early for, you know, the 10 cost there, and we are going to go ahead and take the 6k swing, holding on to Gum Gum Lightning, and then drawing into Gum Gum Giant. So we are just Gum Gum all over the place. Gonna go up to 6 Dawn here. My shout out to my 3 Magellan Dawn. I don't have enough of my Luffy Dawn yet, but with the Gum Gum Lightning, we're gonna go ahead -2, pop the Frankie Blocker, get 1 back active, 1 back rested, and my opponent's got quite the stash in his hand over there, and I'm tempted. I'm thinking about Bon Clay, but how many times there's something about getting this Law off that is so good. So we are gonna go ahead and play it down the Law, ripping 2 cards from his hand, getting the Sanji and another 10 cost. So honestly, I don't think they're like the greatest cards we could have got, but they are some of the better cards we could have got. Getting another 10 costs. I mean, I know my Black Purple Luffy deck only runs 3 10 costs, and he's seen 2, and they're in the trash. So, and now we have a blocker here in the blocker Law, so that feels pretty good there. But we do end up swinging 5 and 6, and he ends up countering out of the 6 there. And then we pass turn. Our board looking pretty good. I've got the Sanji in my hand. I have Bon Clay too if I need it. There's a chance I will need it. Maybe not so much for ramp, but if he is able to get a 10 cost down faster than I can, yeah, definitely something that might happen. So 6k going, and I don't have a lot of counter, so I go ahead and let the Zoro go here. Should have blocked, although realistically Sanji was gonna get one of those bodies, unfortunately. So in this case, I think it is my turn to play out my own Sanji, and kind of do my best to control his board. And I think that's one of the things that has really helped with this game, is just being able to control the board the way that I did. So grabbing the Dawn the most inconvenient way I think I can. We're gonna go ahead and just swing 7, see what he wants to do there. Seeing if he has the counter, and it looks like he's gonna go ahead, give us a 2k and a 1k in that Basil Hawkins. Honestly, he mentioned that it is his Bon Clay replacement. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. I think that it's a decent Bond Clay replacement. But we're going to go ahead and drop down our Sanji, popping his Sanji, making sure that it does, or I made sure that it did, because I know that Sanji was a 6 body, and Sanji pops a 6 cost body, so pretty good there. I'm feeling okay with this, but he's going to go ahead, tap 7, and play down a Sanji of his own, which is a little frustrating, because, I mean, I do have a little more counter in my hand here, but not a lot. So the 8 at my Sanji, I think, or potentially at lead. No, I think it is at 8 at Sanji. Yeah, we're just going to let him go, because if he swings more, yeah, depending, I decided to let him go because if he swings, if I counter out and he swings again, he's going to die anyway. But we do get another 10 cost and another Bond Clay here, so we're kind of in this weird spot where I don't really have the bodies to play. I'm at 9, so I could drop that Kaido, but honestly, I want to, instead of dropping Kaido, I really want to play, a 10 cost. So we're going to go ahead, play down a Bond Clay for 4, and as weird as that feels, I think that that is a decent play, especially because if he does end up playing something like 10 costs, if he doesn't have a way to remove the Bond Clay, we have a free 12k swing coming. And if this game has to show me anything, it's that he doesn't have a lot of counter in hand. So just trying to figure out how big I want to swing, if I want to swing super big. And yeah, I just swing pretty big there. I think into, actually, I think that's 9. I swing into Sanji, and we get 2 Black Marias. So he ends up saving the Sanji there, which is a little unfortunate for me. I would have really liked that Sanji to be gone, because I am expecting the 10 cost to come down here. And I think depending on what happens, I think that there is a chance I don't live. But he does end up playing down the Gum Gum Lightning, getting rid of my Bond Clay, minusing his minusing 2, getting 1 back active, 1 back arrested, and now I'm in a tough spot, not gonna lie. Yeah, there's a couple things that we can do. It just, I think, depends on what we draw. I mean, one thing I did feel tonight, or during this tournament, was just not having bodies to play, which is weird, because if you look at my hand, you feel like there's a ton of bodies, but yeah, I just really didn't feel like I had bodies to play on the board. So I am really excited, actually, for the starter decks, and I'm hoping that those give us something good. But the Luffy swinging 6, we're gonna go ahead and take that, and then it looks like Sanji is gonna swing, and we are gonna go ahead, just Gum Gum Giant that. I think we end up trashing the Luffy. I think potentially Kaido, I would have trashed Kaido. I might tweak the numbers in my list, because I don't play that Rush Luffy much, and I like 10 drop better than Kaido. I think 10 drop is a more secure win. Kaido can get you the win, but I think 10 drop is just a little better. So speaking of, we're gonna go ahead and drop our 10 drop. Granted, I think that it's a little risky here, but I think it's my best option. So we go ahead, Luffy ability, we're gonna go ahead, swing 6 at lead, and he'll go ahead and take that, and I'll end turn, passing back to myself. We end up getting a Gum Gum Giant here, which is so nice, because it literally could be the difference between the game here. Gum Gum Giant, it's getting banned. You cannot. I'm a purple Luffy guy. I'm a straw hat, purple straw hat. I love purple decks, and I think purple and blue is my favorite. So yes, we are playing Snake Man, but Gum Gum Giant is just too good. So we end up kind of going pretty risky here, swinging really big, and he ends up countering out with the Giant. Looking at his cards, what is he gonna grab here? Or ends up, yeah, discarding and countering out with the Giant and the Usohachi. And then I'll go ahead, swing 12 into 7 in hopes that he dies, and he does. With 2 cards in hand, it's pretty likely that he can't counter out of that 7, which is good because I probably should have left one Dawn up, but I think I was playing really risky this tournament. I think kind of just the last tournament I played, I felt really good on this deck, and I kind of like, in a way, felt like invincible. Like I'm so good at this game, I can do whatever. But as I can see, I know a lot of you guys are commenting that my what is it? One of my plays in the Lucci game was pretty not ideal, but 9-cost Luffy comes down, which is definitely pretty scary. And he's gonna go ahead and swing 7, and thankfully we have the counter, otherwise we would be in trouble. Yeah, so I give him a 2k and a 1k, and for some reason at the time my brain was not, it was not working. I could not, I was like, this counters out, yes, and he was like, yes, and I was like, okay, cool, thank goodness. So 3 cards in hand, it looks like no Dawn up, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, we're feeling pretty good overall, I think. I am gonna leave 1 up for Giant. We're gonna swing massive into lead, and he'll go ahead and take that. And then I'm trying to debate, do I want to swing 12 or 13? Is he gonna trigger? We end up swinging 13, and he gets a 2k is all he has. So oh yeah, he was saying that if he had anything in the Dawn deck, he would have been able to use Giant and get out of that, but with that trigger. But unfortunately, not for our opponent. Fortunately for us, we are able to take the win in the mirror. Honestly, really well played by my opponent. We talked about our lists, and I definitely do want to tweak some things. And I think Law was really helpful in this game. I mean, granted, he did trash one of his 10 costs, and us being able to like just rip the other one, really helpful. So overall, pretty solid game overall, very fun. And I'm gonna say overall one more time, I guess. But that is going to do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, hit that like button down below. It helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.